Daisy Mae's on. Giving up. Are you crazy? Can't the guy take a day off? I'm just gonna walk today. A little art of war. A little L dog. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger. You know I like the cheeseburger. I wanted to have cheeseburgers tonight. In fact, my old lady is at the grocery store. Well, she'll be swinging by there later. She's running some other errands. And 85. My dog's being silly, acting like there's something. What are you dogs doing? You wanna hang out in here? Well, there went that train of thought. Burgers, that's right. 85% lean ground beef is on sale at the grocery store for $5.99 a pound. Hey, boo boo. See, she's the old dog that's been here for 16 years. She's been in this house for 15 years. She knows daddy's just all bark. She don't care. That new dog is the only one that's like, oh gosh, daddy's scary. This old dog don't care about daddy anymore. Yeah, I wanted to make cheeseburgers. I love cheeseburgers. But my wife wants to make chili, so looks like we're eating chili. I don't mind her chili. She has a good chili recipe. Let's go see what these dogs are doing. Yeah. Art of War was like, you got 2 dogs? Yeah. A few people have said that lately. What is going on here today? Want to show everybody how pretty you are, huh? Who's a pretty girl? Everybody's acting funny today. She's all looking down the hallway like, what the hell? Yeah, settle down, girl. Let me take one more peek. Yeah, she found a good chili recipe from Blue Apron, I think it was. The Blue Apron has really increased our menu. A lot of the variety. We don't get it anymore, but we used to make chili just by browning some beef, putting some tomato. What was it? crushed tomatoes, using crushed tomatoes and a packet of chili seasoning. I used to think that was good. And then she got a recipe from Blue Apron that uses like Anaheim chili peppers and green onions. Makes her own sauce instead of that packet. It's delicious. Your cheeseburger is not my cheeseburger. This is a good cheeseburger though, Ellie. Yeah, you can make like 20 different cheeseburgers. We've tried a bunch of different cheeseburgers from the Blue Apron meals. One that we were really hooked on for a while. We ate it like 100 times and it made us, we got tired of it. This burger, it was this cheese topping really. It was like shredded cheddar cheese and mayonnaise and these like spicy little peppers. That was the topping. And I don't know, man, we just went nuts for it. It was like a delicious burger. Made those for years. We haven't done that in a while. Everybody has to go number 2. It's unfortunate. It's hard for me to spend some money, you know? Even when I make money. I gave away my first few paychecks to charity, and now, you know, I got another paycheck coming to me, and it's like, what do I do with this? I don't feel comfortable spending it on myself. Maybe I should buy something for my wife. It really wouldn't surprise me if they got caught cheating again. Isn't everybody a cheater? Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. I had to write some names back up on the board. I had to put Donovan back up there. I wrote him down as the very first super chatter of 2026. I erased them to put up other people's names. And I sat there and reflected on it. No, that's Donovan. Let's put him back up there. The Don 667. My legs feel pretty darn good for doing a leg workout yesterday. They might even be fresh enough for a little bike ride today, excuse me. Who are you looking for? Mommy's not home. Old dog's getting senile. Shakar, what's up? Hey girl. You just bored? Why don't you lay down and get comfortable? I gotta walk for a little while. I know you don't need to go outside again. There you go. Good girl. I need to start working my calves. I could probably do some stuff over there. I haven't done that in a while. Doing all right, thank you. It's a nice day, right? Today went fairly well. Didn't wake up to any kind of messes. Yeah, I could use these bars right here as a step. can hold some dumbbells, hold on to this half rack for balance with my hand like this. The other hand, I could be holding dumbbells, do one leg at a time, right? Because my calves are immensely powerful. I probably don't have enough weight here to do 2 calves at once, but right? I really do need to start doing calf exercises, right? Hold on to like a 50, 60, 70 pound dumbbell. There's no excuse. I gotta start adding that into my repertoire. Gotta build big, huge calves. The old girl, she gets lonely. Likes to come in and chill. What is going on? Are you gonna get sick? She's had her medicine. She usually works up an appetite in a couple hours or so. She doesn't have much appetite in the morning. I'm trying to get her to eat. She needs to move away from the treadmill. Come here, old girl. You're good. Just stay right here. You're good right there. What do I do for a living? You're looking at it. I'm employed. I'm a content creator. I'm new. I need to get better at what I do. What do you do? She has parable? Come on, man. I know my reading skills aren't very good, but is that even a real word? Yeah, she is a sweetie. Social worker, reshaping the youth. Good for you. Right? The youth of the future. I wouldn't mind being a social worker and checking on people, trying to make a difference. You know, I love getting in people's business. Getting my big snout in there, sniffing around. What do you got going on up in this house? How are you living? We'll just look around, if you don't mind. It has its ups and downs. For the most part, I like it. But like any job, right? There's bad days. For the most part, it's fun. I have fun. I like to think I'm motivating some people. Try not to be too irritated by the trolls and jokesters. Home sliced, you must be an old person. Yeah? Well, yeah, if you're a supervisor position, you're not a youngster. Home slice is a funny word. Next thing you know, you're going to say home skillet. $24. I look Jewish? I could be. I don't know. Just another American mutt, baby. It doesn't matter enough for me to do that DNA bull doo-doo anyway. My nose used to be smaller. It grows as you age. You know, your ears and your nose continue to grow. It's a nice nose. Come on. That's not bad. I mean, it works. It's not my best feature, but nobody's ever complained. A dozen eggs. You must stink. I like eggs, you know, I do. I try to eat like 3 or 4 a day. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have some eggs later on today. I got this bacon that needs to be eaten up. I love bacon. I like egg salad. You know what I really like? I really like deviled eggs. I never personally liked prime rib. I worked at a restaurant that served it. I mean, I worked at Outback Steakhouse. You can get prime rib there. It's probably not the best, of course. It's Outback Steakhouse. Nothing there is the best. I don't like prime rib. I usually pass on it. Yeah, I would not order it. I would rather have a regular steak over prime rib. Everybody used to send it back thinking it was underdone or rare. They probably just don't have prime rib. It's like, no, dummy. That's the way prime rib is. So many times people would order prime rib, send it back. Cook that up some more. No, I don't like New York strip because it has that big fat strip on the outside. I like all of my meats to be very lean. When I go out to eat at a restaurant, I only order a sirloin or the filet. I used to get the filet all the time at Texas Roadhouse. That's all we would get when we would go to Outback or Texas Roadhouse. We get the filet because we hardly go out. So when we go out, it's worth treating ourselves. But the last time my wife and I ordered fillets at Texas Roadhouse, they were horrible. It kind of tastes like a burnt sirloin. It was overcooked. It was like, well done. I asked for medium. And I thought for sure I got somebody else's order. I was like, there's no way this is a filet. Even if that was well done, that's not a filet. That had to have been somebody's fucking sirloin. Don't play with me, dude. Like, even the manager came out and was like, I assure you, sir, that's our filet. Whatever, bro. I'm not coming back here. Not for no fucking filet. This is shit. I usually just get sirloin. I like lean meat. Like, I don't like ribeyes, strips, porterhouses. Top sirloin or filet. I also do stuff every single day, even though I don't have a job. Well, I have a job now, right? I gotta fucking find my W-2s as a content creator now. Woohoo! Living the dream! See, look at my old dog, man. She don't care. Daddy can get rowdy. Woo! She doesn't get it. It's all good. I'll keep it down. I was just demonstrating for the people. I'll be cool. She knows. She's been with me for 15 years. Daddy likes to get wild, but it doesn't mean nothing. I get everybody fired up. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. Yeah, every day, my new job. I'm a content creator. I live stream my workouts every day. I'm in here lifting weights. One day is back and biceps. The next day is chest and triceps. Then it's shoulders. Then it's legs. And I just keep rotating through that system. And every now and then I take a day off, but usually I don't. I'll run. I'll hit the punching bag. I'll ride my bike. Black Arrow. I'm great. I hope you are too. When I exercise, it makes me feel good. Yeah. Thanks for saying hi. Chase this? You mean YouTube? Well, you know, I used to only watch YouTube to help me fix things around the house, fix my car, learn a little bit about plumbing, electricity, how to sweat pipe, just little hacks. And then I started riding my bike, a bicycle, because I was really overweight when I got out of the army. I was injured and I had a bad shoulder, and I sat and I gained a lot of weight. I weighed 210 today. I used to weigh 275, and I didn't work out. I was just fat. I got a bicycle, started riding it, really got into bicycles, and then I started watching bicycles on YouTube. Bicycle content, people fixing them up. And I just fell in love with bicycles. The exercise, the upgrading them, how much I lost like all my weight. And I wanted to have the YouTube channel bicycles, you know, reviewing bicycles, fixing up bicycles, modifying bicycles, bicycle maintenance, bicycle reviews, bicycles. I went nuts for bicycles. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have my own channel, bro. And one day people are gonna send me stuff. Bicycle parts. They're gonna buy me cups of coffee. And I'll be living the dream. That's part, right? Isn't that the new American dream, to be like a YouTuber or a content creator? It's no longer to own a house and get married. It's to be a social influencer. I don't want to influence people. I just want you to give me free bicycle stuff. But that didn't really work out. The bicycles, I've always loved exercising and lifting weights. I got my own home gym. So I just kind of, well, let me work out. And that seemed to be fairly popular. A lot more popular than my bicycles. Sometimes I act like a nut on camera. And it draws a crowd, right? It's hard to look away. Who's the crazy guy? Walking like Terminator. If I could get one specific feeling from the past. pass, you know? A pass. Yeah, something changed too. You know what? Brave to stay, take the step into the dark. Like, right? You know, when everything was different. I don't know, man. I got hit in the head too many times in the army, right? Too many brain injuries, too many IEDs, too many explosions, too many close calls, rattled my brain. Something about the experience brought me back different. Now I got this like big mouth. And I'm always talking, you know, people who knew me before I went. And people, you know, they're like, dude, I used to think there was something wrong with you before. You never said anything. You were so quiet and shy. You never said anything. Now you never shut up. That's all you do is talk. See my dog chill as fuck over there. She knows. So I think the experience knocked loose filters, fears that other people would normally have. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's a fun, you know, I look at it differently. I used to like playing video games. I have a tremendous video game collection. I am a gamer. I look at YouTube as a game. It's a challenge. It's definitely helped my public speaking. I don't sit here and say, like I used to. The words flow a little smoother. Are you wearing Depends? Well, it depends. There was a joke about Depends. Now, the one feeling from the past, it would be to hold my old dog again. Her sister. She had this tremendous flair. She was like a Pomeranian. Pomeranian Chihuahua mix or something. She had this immensely thick fur on her neck. We called it a flare. If I could get back one feeling from the past, would be to squeeze that flare. Put my nose in it. And smell it. I used to love that dog so much that just looking at her would send shivers down my spine to my legs. Give me goosebumps. For like the last 2 or 3 years of that dog's life, all I had to do was look at her and think about her. And I'd feel this electrical charge. Literally, where you could feel it. I love that dog so much. Ho! If I could get any feeling back. Ho! What's up, Shaggy? Anthony Galoni. You never get any baloney with Anthony Galoni. What's up, buddy? Feeling it in my calves. 4.1 miles per hour. You gonna go lay down? Is Daddy making too much noise? I'll let her see, make sure she's just gonna lay down and get comfortable. I'm doing great today, man, you know? Just like anybody, right? Some days are great, some days are okay, some are not okay. Today's a pretty great day. I hope you're having a great day. The other day started off really rough, so today started off normal. And when it gets framed that way, today's a fantastic day. That it's normal and not crappy. Yeah. Tell me about it. All the dogs in this neighborhood, they love to bark. Oh, it's gorgeous right now. Well, the weather is very diversified in Arizona. But here in the valley, the Phoenix metro area, it's actually a little toasty when the sun comes out. And it cools off very quickly. It was a little chilly last night, but only us locals would think it was chilly last night. I'm fantasizing about squeezing in a little bike ride in a couple hours. It's so nice out there. I like to go for like a road bike ride after a big leg day. Just helps break up all the stiffness and the soreness. But it's hard not to go crazy and push myself and sprint through every segment on Strava. Then I end up getting like a whole nother leg workout after a leg workout. Yeah, I do it all the time. I just love bicycles so much. And I love to exercise and go 110% all the time. I know, man, the sunsets are so beautiful. My back patio faces west. I see the sunset. I have a sofa just inside the big glass patio door. Sometimes it's so beautiful, my wife and I, we just sit there and watch it. I want to move to Sun City. That's a city here close by. You have to be over 55 to live there. No kids, no schools, lower taxes because of that. But the main draw is just the peace and quiet, slower ways. Everybody goes, I would imagine the majority of people go to bed early. It's nice and quiet. Sun City. I think some of the areas start like 75th Avenue, 80th Avenue, 90th Avenue, somewhere around there in like Bell Road. And it goes west of that. I mean, it includes like Union Hills. I'm not, I go out there, there's a few places I like. There's a bakery and a butcher out there that I regularly drive out there. It's like between Phoenix and Luke Air Force Base. Oh yeah, that's the thing about the Sun City. When you're in Sun City, you're close to Luke Air Force Base, and you regularly see the jets flying over, practicing, training, shadowing each other. Half of the old people there can't even hear it. What? What was that? I think that's why they built Sun City by, hey, I'll fucking let the old people. They won't even hear the jets. Let's add a little incline. I think tomorrow I want to come back in here and start blasting again with shoulders. Tomorrow will be shoulder day. You have family or anything here? Anthony Galoni? If you're still around, you say you need to get back here. Have you lived here for a while? just visiting. A lot of people like to come here in the winter, since the winter is so mild. Oh yeah, Dave, thanks for reminding me. Martin Luther King Day, right? Thanks for reminding me. I forget. I saw other people mentioning that on their live streams. Close friends of Gilbert. Yeah, you know, Gilbert's going to experience pretty much the same exact weather. About almost the same elevation, probably. No way. They didn't melt. Do you have pictures? Picture it didn't happen. Thanks, Rob. I'm working on them. I need to. Hey, maybe I can try to add those calves today. Why not? They're already pumped up from walking. I hit legs yesterday. I've been working them weekly, and I've been adding a little bit more weight as they get stronger. I don't want to push too hard, right? I'm 50. Almost 50. I don't want another injury. Just in here having fun and trying to be healthy and look good. Yeah. I like the way my calves look after jump rope. I think jump rope is awesome for calves. They get them really toned up, shredded. I think lunges. Yeah. I think lunges are my favorite leg exercise right now. Flavor of the month, lunges. Although the deadlifts yesterday felt really good. Like my form is coming in or something. It's feeling very natural. Let's slow down for a second. And then speed it back up. Yeah. Yeah, I really need to pull the trigger on a couple purchases. It's hard for me to treat myself. I feel guilty about the expensive bikes that I have. That's like my one guilty pleasure, my bicycles. And no, man, I feel so guilty about spending money because the bicycles these days are way overpriced. Way overpriced. I mean, they certainly are capable, but man, they're a lot of money. Yeah, I got in my cart, I got a landmine attachment. There's two pieces. There's one that will clamp onto the back of my squat rack. Oh, right about there in the middle. It'll clamp on there, and then it has a sleeve for my bar that will, run out to like here. And then it has a handle, another one that will slide over the 2-inch collar, and then I can add some weight on it. Just another way to do rows, a little more variety instead of doing barbells and dumbbells. What else? Oh yeah, I finally found some shorter shorts for leg days. I hate having to pull these up. I like my shorts out of my way for leg day so I can look at my legs, so I can see the pump. It's like people like to wear tank tops. I like to wear short shorts and see my huge monster thunder thighs. Let's pick it back up, yo. 4 miles per hour, 4% incline. And then I have a tricep cable thing. I really just need to pull the trigger when I get up off the treadmill. Darn it, I was gonna wear the heart rate monitor to see how many calories I burn. I haven't even started it. Stairmaster is like one of the few things that I actually don't like. Stairmaster and the elliptical machine. I like the stationary bike, recumbent bike, treadmill, jogging. I love to do jump rope. But man, Stairmasters, I'm sure that makes your legs and glutes look great though. It's like hiking. Well, when I tried the elliptical machine, it just seems like, it goes through this, I have my own step. My stride is like a meter long. The elliptical machine or the stair stepper has a different step. I would certainly try it again. I actually like those ones that are stairs and just keep going, the conveyor belt. You only see one exposed side and you just sat there it's doing stairs. Then you go to a tall building and just walk up the stairs. That's what I would like. I used to like doing stadiums. Can I still get it up? Come on, why wouldn't I be able to? I have heard that there's a lot of people, especially the younger guys, that have difficulty getting it up. I've never abused opiates or steroids. There's no reason that my testosterone levels would be completely out of whack. A healthy, vigorous 49-year-old man should be able to get it up without a problem. Even if it is your 20-year-old wife, or not 20 years old, but one you've been married to for 20 years like I have. I don't average that many steps lately. Bad knees or legs. Possibly. Whatever works in your head, right? Whatever you believe. Jump rope's amazing. Yeah, you're right. It's absolutely amazing. I usually do it. Maybe I'll do a little jump rope later. I don't know, my calves. I think I've only been averaging about 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day. I need to start walking more. I used to get a lot of steps. My old dog, I would walk her probably 5 or 6 nights a week, and we would walk miles. She loved going for a walk. She knew the neighborhood, and she never wanted to come home. When we would come to the street, it's ours to turn and go home. She'd always try to pull on her leash to keep going. Come on, Daddy, let's do another loop. But that was her personality. My other dogs really don't like going for walks, so I don't do it anymore. And when this was new, my Garmin, they have competitions for steps. There was a time when I got into trying for like 30, 40, 50,000 steps a day. I'd come in here and walk for at least an hour, if not two. Take my dog for an hour walk, plus ride my bike, plus lift weights. Treadmill's up to 2.5 miles for this walk. I have my goal on Garmin for 1,000 steps a day, right? I figure if I get 1,000 steps a day, that means I'm alive. That's the goal. I used to try to set a goal of like 10,000 steps a day. My goal is just to be alive. I would be pretty happy if I'm alive and I can get 1,000 steps in for the day. That usually happens about noon. I wake up about 10 a.m. and sometime around noon when I'm getting ready to work out, I get the little notification, you've hit 1,000 steps, you've hit your goal for the day. Woohoo! And I always think, that's right, baby. Fucking lived another day. I lived another day. I know, people like to project. Somebody's in here saying I'm weak and I lack discipline. Well, I know that's projection because I come in here every single day and work out, no matter how sore I am. You know, a couple weeks ago, I mysteriously bruised my shin. Swollen up, and then I had a discolored bruise about this big. Thought I might have a blood clot. But I still kept coming in here and working out, dude. Yeah, biking, I can ride so hard on my bike that I'll actually throw up. If you know what you're doing and you have a good bike, biking is very similar to running. Like I could do a 20-minute run here and see my heart rate go up. And I can control it with the pace. You know, and if you have a bike and a nice track that you don't have to stop for a red light, so you can just keep going and going. You know, you can pace yourself and again, watch your heart rate. You can have it pegged, whatever your heart rate is, 200. 160, 170, whatever your max heart rate is for your age or your fitness level. A bicycle on like a 2-3 mile track, get on that damn thing, an undisturbed area where you can just put your head down and cycle. Same thing, man. You can have your heart and lungs going nuts, and it's low impact because you're cycling instead of pounding your feet on the ground. It's so similar. And it's a world of fun. You get out. And what's nice about the bicycle is when you work up a sweat, as long as you're moving, it's cooling you off. It's like air conditioning. It's more like evaporative conditioning, but I haven't had any milk today. The GOMAD, I had to tap out the gallon of milk a day. I had to tap out after a week because I was getting up 3 or 4 times a night, every single night, and peeing, and it was ruining my rest. But for that 1 week that I was drinking a gallon of skim milk a day, I was immensely powerful. In the gym, all the extra protein and calories, I was a whole nother fucking animal, and it brought to light that I was deficient in calories and protein. I wasn't, I wasn't strong enough to do all the exercises that I want to. Heck yeah, I like pull-ups. I do them almost every time I do my back. Yeah, diet is very difficult. Joel, For me, I want to gain weight, and it's hard for me to eat enough. Like yesterday, I only ate once. Yesterday was a bad day, man. The dogs made a mess in the house. It's just really, I wasn't happy about it. So I lost my appetite, and I didn't really care. Fuck it, man. I don't need to bulk up. Fuck this. I only ate once. I went to In-N-Out, and I had 2 double doubles, animal style, and some fries. That's all I had to eat yesterday. I lost about a half pound. It's hard for me to eat healthy, right? I wish that I could always be having lean foods like grilled chicken, mixed vegetables, and like a baked potato. Something really lean and healthy for me, you know? I would, but it's a lot of work, dude. I mean, I've cut out alcohol for 2026. That's my New Year's resolution. That's helping out my diet. All those empty calories, the lowered testosterone. Regular alcohol consumption will lower your testosterone. Just partying away all your hard work. Lots of alcohol reduces the body's ability to even absorb nutrients from the food that you do eat. So when you do eat, you're not even getting the most out of your food because you're an alcoholic. With no testosterone. F1, like car racing, if it's on TV and I happen to catch it, I love car racing. Uncle Charlie, I think this is your first time in here. I have a bad memory. Forgive me if it's not your first time. Yeah, I have a bike, and a lot of times I exercise on it. I have a stationary bike over there, and I will incorporate that into leg day. There are several of my leg workouts where I'll pull that bike out and I'll do sprint work on it, like 30 seconds or 1 minute. Crank up the resistance, stand up and pedal. Bicycles build amazing, huge legs. Yeah, I used to ride a motorcycle too, and even though it would be like 100, 110, 120, as long as the motorcycle was moving, it's fine. But when you come to a stop at a red light and you're sitting above asphalt that's baking and you're over a motor and exhaust that's all hot and there's no wind, oh God, it's horrible. I haven't watched in a long time. When I was younger, they used to have better TV on free TV, like 3, 5, 10, and 12, NBC, CBS. They would show that, like the Indy 500. So back in the day, I knew drivers' names. I always liked Emerson Fittipaldi. I think he's an F1 racer. Way back in the day, I don't know. I mean, I like all things racing. I really spend a lot of time on YouTube watching other content creators, trying to build a network, even though I'm horrible at being friendly and networking. I've been trying to eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at night. You know, when you go to bed, your metabolism slows down. So that's why they tell you not to eat like a couple hours before bed so your food is digested. But when I was in high school, that was a tactic I used to gain weight for football, is to eat 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and drink a very big cup of whole milk right before bed, in addition to all my other food. It was really cheap. And man, I packed on weight and energy and strength like crazy. I had some pretty good love handles in high school. I'm a whole lot leaner now. Yeah, Little Shane, another content creator on here, a guy that likes to live stream working out. He's getting nice results. I've been watching him for a while, and he's made really nice improvements in the time that he's been live streaming on YouTube and working out. He loves peanut butter. Always eating peanut butter. Yeah, I got like 6 minutes left. I am gonna do something again later on today. I don't know if it's gonna be a bike ride. Maybe I'll hit my punching bag. I haven't hit my punching bag in a long time. I like to mix up jump rope and punching bag. SU-30. Yeah, there was a short on YouTube recently trying to show people's reaction time. You catch the ruler, hold the ruler above someone's hand and see how quickly they can grab it, measure reaction time in inches that the ruler is dropped. The baseball players thought they were all cool and stuff with 3 seconds and 8-second time reflexes, but then the F1 driver caught it in like 1 millimeter. Of course, everything is staged and filmed for YouTube. You shouldn't believe anything you see. It's just full what? They cut you off. You know, when you're typing in the chat, there's a counter over there that allows, like, you're only allowed so many characters if you watch that. It took me a while to catch on to that one. Typing a bunch of stuff and people would be like, I can only see so much of it. It took me a while to figure that one out. Yeah, there's a little character counter over there. Yeah, Pawn Stars. I love watching the educational stuff too. I'm always watching Discovery Channel. That was before I got into YouTube. Now I'm pretty much focused on YouTube. Like I said, it's a game for me. Trying to figure out something to do. What's gonna get views? Yeah. My DVR was set for almost all the PBS premieres, the nature shows on PBS. Yeah, I think PBS is going out of business or something. They're done. I don't know how defunct they are, but without that public funding, no more PBS, no more Sesame Street. I mean, they'll probably go to other platforms. Ancient Aliens are awesome. That was one of my favorite shows, but then after a while, when you've watched like so many seasons, they just start to repeat themselves. It's like, haven't I seen this one? It really is impressive when you think about hard marble or granite being cut in ways that we can't do today. Objects weighing huge amounts of weight transported in ways that we couldn't replicate today. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stretch a little bit today. Be responsible, right? Walk a little bit, stretch out my legs. Definitely gonna do something. Definitely gonna do something later today. Get outside. I really want to get outside. It's such a nice day. The weather is wonderful. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Everybody's become a character on the show too, right? Not everybody. I'm thinking of that one guy specifically. I don't know his name. The guy that just does his hair immensely huge now, being a complete character. No, give me an ostrich. I'm just changing the view for stretching. Pawn Stars was revealed to be complete setup, you know? It's all staged. I did enjoy watching it for quite a few seasons though, but it became repetitive and then it was staged. Same with the freaking those auction wars, right? The storage wars. That was like interesting for a hot minute. But then, you know, just like they're all staged. Yeah, I've tried a Pollo Loco. Didn't you ask me? I need to start paying attention to who asked these questions. Hold on, Tori. May. May, haven't you asked about a Pollo Loco before? Somebody else has asked about a Pollo Loco. Watch anime. Maybe I should, right? So I can better communicate with young people. My wife says similar things like that. She loves watching Jeopardy, and it's amazing what she knows. But they always have those lame characters, categories, like Lord of the Rings. And my wife and I, we're not nerds. I mean, she's a book nerd. She likes to read, but she's not like that nerdy that she would get into the Lord of the Rings. Like, I'm proud to say I've never watched any of those, and I wouldn't even consider reading any of the books. But yeah, my wife is like, yeah, I probably should at least read those books just so I can answer these questions because they love to have trivia questions about Lord of the Rings. Gosh. That's kind of how I feel about anime. People say characters' names. I have no idea what they're talking about. Chainsaw Man. Never heard of him. Is it anything like Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Oh, I am so tight. If anybody's been watching my channel for a while, you know that a while back I was complaining about my lower back hurting. There was somebody that was coming in here asking me for tips about doing squats or legs because they have a bad back. So I was just like showing off, squatting like way too deep, and ended up irritating my lower back. It was sore for months, but it's getting better. And yeah, my lower back isn't even painful or hurting after yesterday's workout. My wife's home. I just need to stretch out. I need to get out of here. I'm gonna help her in. She has some stuff from the grocery store and stuff like that. So I'm sorry I had to get out of here. But thanks for stopping in. Watch wrestling like a real man. I used to like wrestling back in the 80s when it was really cool. WWF. Superstars of wrestling.